Inside every human body, there is a hidden biological system that quietly cleans damaged cells and recycles worn-out parts so new cellular components can function better. This powerful process is called autophagy, and its true working mechanism was revealed by Japanese cell biologist Yoshinori Osumi through groundbreaking laboratory experiments that showed how cells break down and recycle their own damaged material. And once you begin to understand what this natural cellular recycling system actually does inside the body, the way you think about metabolism, fasting, and long-term health may start to look completely different. For many years, scientists believed that cells simply aged, accumulated damage, and slowly wore out over time. The common assumption was that once parts inside a cell became damaged, the cell had very limited ways to deal with the problem. But that idea began to change when researchers started looking deeper into a mysterious cellular process called autophagy. The word itself comes from Greek and literally means self-feeding. It describes a natural recycling system inside cells where damaged proteins and worn-out cellular parts are broken down and reused to build new components. The true mechanism behind this process was uncovered through the groundbreaking laboratory work of Japanese cell biologist Yoshinori Osumi. By studying simple organisms like yeast cells, he was able to identify the genes that control autophagy and reveal how cells package damaged material and send it to internal compartments where it can be broken down and recycled. This discovery completely changed the scientific understanding of how cells maintain themselves. Because of the importance of this work, Yoshinori Osumi was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2016 for discovering the mechanisms of autophagy, and since then this process has become a central topic in modern cell biology research. But here is where the story becomes even more fascinating. The real surprise is not just that this internal recycling system exists inside every cell. The real surprise is that the body can actually activate this system under certain biological conditions. And once scientists began to understand how autophagy can switch on inside the body, they started uncovering even more surprising effects of this process that reach far beyond simple cellular cleanup. Every single day your body produces countless cellular parts that slowly become damaged or worn out as normal metabolism continues. Proteins can lose their proper shape, tiny structures inside the cell can stop working efficiently, and waste materials can begin to accumulate if they are not removed. This is where the process known as autophagy becomes extremely important. Through this natural system, cells identify damaged proteins and worn-out organelles and package them into small structures that are delivered to cellular compartments where they can be broken down and recycled. Instead of allowing these faulty components to build up, the cell reuses their basic building blocks to support new cellular structures. This internal cleanup process helps cells maintain balance and continue functioning properly. Scientists describe this as one of the key maintenance systems that keeps cells healthy over time. Research on this process is widely discussed by institutions such as the National Institutes of Health, which has supported many studies exploring how autophagy helps regulate cellular health. Leading researchers in this field, including cell biologist Guido Kromer, have spent years studying how this recycling system contributes to the stability and survival of cells under different biological conditions. But here is where the story takes an interesting turn. The real twist is not just that this process removes damaged cellular material. Scientists began to notice that the same mechanism responsible for cleaning worn-out cell components might also influence how the body responds to long-term cellular stress and aging. And when researchers started examining this connection more closely, they uncovered another fascinating effect of autophagy that even experienced scientists did not fully expect. Why do some cells remain stable and functional for many years while others slowly decline and lose efficiency? This question has fascinated scientists for decades, and one biological process that keeps appearing in this research is autophagy. As cells age, damaged proteins and worn-out cellular components gradually accumulate inside them. If these materials are not removed, they can interfere with normal cellular activity. Autophagy acts like an internal maintenance system that helps break down and recycle these aging components before they build up to harmful levels. Because of this role, researchers studying aging often examine how autophagy contributes to long-term cellular health. Many scientific investigations in the field of gerontology focus on understanding how this recycling process may help cells maintain balance over time. Scientists are trying to determine how autophagy interacts with other biological systems that influence longevity and cellular resilience. The connection between cellular repair and aging has also been discussed in popular science literature, including the book Lifespan by geneticist David Sinclair, which explores how biological repair systems influence the aging process. But here is the part that really grabs the attention of researchers around the world. Autophagy is not a process that runs at exactly the same level all the time inside the body. Instead, its activity can rise or fall depending on different biological conditions. And that discovery led scientists to investigate one of the most intriguing questions in modern cell biology: what exactly can influence or activate this natural cellular recycling system? Autophagy often increases during periods when nutrients are limited, such as during fasting or extended gaps between meals. In these situations, the body shifts from using incoming nutrients to relying on internal energy reserves. As this shift happens, cells begin breaking down and recycling older or damaged components. This recycling process allows the cell to reuse useful materials and maintain proper function even when resources are scarce. In these metabolic conditions, the body activates pathways that signal cells to conserve energy and clean up unnecessary or malfunctioning parts. Researchers have observed that this cellular recycling can help remove damaged proteins, worn-out organelles, and other internal debris that naturally accumulate over time. By clearing out these components, cells are able to operate more efficiently and maintain better internal stability. Scientists have studied this process extensively within the fields of metabolism and cell biology. Numerous laboratory studies have explored how nutrient availability, energy balance, and metabolic signaling influence autophagy activity. Researchers continue to investigate how different metabolic states affect this system and how it contributes to long-term cellular maintenance. A scientist who has contributed significantly to this area of research is Walter Longo. His work has focused on how fasting and metabolic cycles may influence cellular repair mechanisms and aging processes. Studies like these continue to deepen scientific understanding of how the body naturally regulates its internal repair systems. The takeaway is not about extreme diets or following the latest health trend. The most important insight is recognizing that the human body already contains built-in mechanisms designed to maintain balance and protect cellular health. Understand that your body carries this powerful biological repair tool within every cell. The entire idea of cellular health begins to look very different. Instead of searching for complicated solutions, you start to see how the body itself is constantly working behind the scenes to maintain stability, clean up damage, and support. Inside every human cell, there is a quiet biological system constantly working to repair and recycle damaged parts. The scientific understanding of this process expanded dramatically after the discoveries of Yoshinori Osumi, whose research revealed the mechanisms behind autophagy and changed modern cell biology. Scientists across the world continue studying this process because it is closely connected to aging, metabolism, and cellular maintenance. Each new study helps researchers better understand how cells survive and adapt over time. Perhaps the most fascinating truth is this: the human body already carries one of the most powerful repair systems nature has ever designed. Hidden within trillions of cells, this natural recycling system quietly works every day to help maintain balance and keep life functioning. Like and spread it if you got helpful information.